Welcome to another episode of the podcast with your hosts, Rad and Omar. Will we have guests or is it just us two? I don't know, but it's all for you. Come on, take a seat and put on your headphones and put on the next episode.
Ahoy, mateys, and welcome back to another episode of the Unknown Podcast. As always, I am your host, Rad. Otherwise known as Manny Mula. A new song coming out soon. It's about Omar, so check it out. Joined by my somewhat wonderful co-host, LifeAsOmar.
Me matey, I'm Omar. I don't know. I felt like you were going for a theme there. I felt like I had to deliver.
I'm trying to spice up the intro because all the time we just like, hello and welcome back to another episode. Because like that's a bit,
Yeah, but it's a classic though.
No,
it's
but that's
classic.
like that's boring. It's stale. But anyways, we're joined today by the lovely and wonderful Amber. How you doing?
Yo ho ho. I liked the pirate intro. I don't know. I thought it was fun.
You gotta spice it up a little bit sometimes.
I think so.
Next week we got the Western intro, the cowboy intro.
Oh, sneak peek.
Sneak peek, you know, Texas and all that.
Yeah.
But hey, let's just jump right into it. Omar, are you afraid of anything?
Am I? Okay, wow.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I'm just gonna jump right into it, baby. But if you haven't gathered by now, topic today is not pirates, it's fears. So, what are you scared of, Omar?
That is a very good question that I should have thought of before the podcast started.
Love that. All right. Amber, what are you scared of?
Me, I feel like that's such an open question where there's like, obviously, you don't want the lame ones. Death, who wants to die? Like, no
I
one.
mean-
Everyone's afraid. No. Everyone's afraid of dying.
I'm not afraid of death.
No,
That's
I
the
don't
thing.
think.
But like,
I don't want.
like
I don't
face-
want to die, but I'm not afraid of it.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, just me then. Fine. But like,
No, because it's like I get why people are afraid. It's like unknown, right? And it's kind of like you don't know what's gonna happen. I feel like a lot of the time when you fear stuff, it's like the fear of the unknown.
Yeah.
But like, I kind of like, I don't know. When I imagine death, I just imagine like the time before I was born, which was like nothingness. Really, I didn't really feel it.
I imagine. I remember back from before I was born.
No, but that's what I'm saying. I don't, which means like it's like nothingness or
Yeah.
whatever. Like that's what I imagine it to be. So
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. When I.
Well, like what makes you fear the aspect of death?
I think it is more the unknown thing, and also just the fact that I'm young, and I feel like, well, I haven't done anything. I'm barely almost out of high school, so like I haven't done shit with my life yet, and I want to like be able to say that I like did something before I can like accept my death, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. That's fair.
That's fair. Anyway, but sorry I interrupted your flow. Go ahead, continue.
What? Oh, okay. No. I was gonna say no. What? What are you
no,
scared
because
of?
I interrupted. Oh, okay. What am I?
Oh my God, Omar! I've given you time. I gave you time. Are you?
I
How are you?
know,
Okay, Omar.
I
How are you
know.
with heights? Because that's like the general.
I'm chill with heights, actually. I've gone bungee jumping before.
I
wanna
want to
not
go
fun,
bungee
though.
jumping.
Dude, bungee jumping is so much fun. Oh my god, you guys have to. I didn't do like the one where they tie it around your ankles though. I
Oh.
did the full, like they tied it around my full body, so it was less scary. But yeah, like it was like a building, and then I just jumped off, and it was sick. So
Nice.
yeah, I love roller coasters. So heights hasn't really been like I'm not afraid of heights, but I know a lot of my friends. Some of my friends are. So
I like roller coasters, and I want to go skydiving, and I want to go bungee jumping, but like I feel like there's like a safety in that where it's like, oh, I'm strapped to a bungee cord, or like, oh, I have a parachute. Whereas like if I'm like hiking and stuff and I'm on the ledge, I am scared because there's nothing stopping me from like tripping and falling from a height.
oh yeah, for
So
sure.
like in
It's
that
definitely-
regard, I don't like heights, but I wouldn't like I love roller coasters and I love like big drops. So in like I'm not scared of heights in that kind of way.
Yeah. No, yeah, I'm fine with heights like in any context really. Even if just like even if we go like hiking and there's like no ledge and we're like up on a mountain somewhere, I'm just chilling. It's like a nice view. Because I remember when we hiked for like on like a school trip, we were like at the peak of like a mountain, and I was just sitting on the ledge with a homie, just chilling, and it was chill. It was fun, and so yeah, heights don't really bother me. And like I went over, like how would you guys feel like going over like a glass bridge? Like, you know how those things exist?
I'd
like,
probably hate it, but again,
I
it's
love
the safety of like it's a bridge, so I think I'd be okay. I would probably be a wobbly mess because I get in my head about it, but like I think it would be cool to do.
Yeah. I went on one over the Grand Canyon, and it was pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of other stuff. Do you know the building? There's this building, I forgot what it's called, but basically there's like a slide.
Oh, the
that
glass
goes
slide?
Outside of
Oh, I know
I've been on that thing before.
You have?
Yeah. I've done a lot of stuff. I just like forget that I've done a lot of stuff. But like, I you know, I'm fortunate enough to do a lot of things. But yeah, I got to do that, and yeah, my any small inch of fear of heights that I had previously completely gone after that experience. That was so sick. But
Yeah, that sounds cool.
Yeah. So that was also another experience I enjoyed. But yeah, going back to your question about like what am I afraid? My main fears are more like insecurity driven, not really like like fears, you know, your typical like I'm afraid of heights, or I'm afraid of insects, or I'm afraid like, and those are all rational like phobias, and those are all rational phobias, like being claustrophobic or but I don't really have like one of those. So
yeah.
But like in terms of like, we can get into insecurities I guess later, or I can say, but like mine is like leaving a bad perception on people, or like like that I would say is something like I'm afraid to do, like having like a bad legacy, like people thinking ill of me.
Yeah, it's like after meeting a person for the first time and you like say bye and it's like, oh, did this person like think I'm like weird or anything? It's like, did I come off as like not good?
Not
like that?
necessarily weird, but like in a negative way.
Yeah, like do they think of me negatively? Stuff like that.
Yeah, do they think I'm a bad person, or like that's stuff that like I would say is more that I'm fearful of, quote unquote.
Yeah. No, I get it. That's I feel like that's totally valid.
Yeah. And like yeah. I mean, what are y'all's fears? Or like what do you guys think?
I don't know. Yeah, it's like I don't think I really have anything that I'm like afraid of per se. Like nothing like traditionally afraid of. But like same thing with you. It's like stuff like public speaking. I feel like I'm okay with, as long as it's like if I'm like talking to a large group of strangers and I'm like shake when I talk. It's like, I don't know. It's just not. I don't like public speaking, and that's sort of like my thing. But like if I'm talking like public speaking from like a class, like my class now, I'll have no problems because like I know everyone in that class.
Yeah, apparently that's a really big fear, public speaking.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of people have that fear. I mean, I'm not as afraid of public speaking as much.
Yeah, I know, because you literally told terrible jokes in front of like a lot of like high school people, high schoolers. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't care if people think I'm weird or think but I don't want people thinking like that
negatively
I'm like a bad person.
Yeah.
Like, oh, he's like, oh my god, Omar is such a beep.
Ooh, not a beep.
Not a beep. Damn, I swear, Omar, he's the real beep dog.
No, but anyway, you know what I'm saying. But
no, I don't. Would you like to elaborate?
No.
But
yeah, other than that, I'm trying to think of other fears.
No, how are you guys with the supernatural, like ghosts and stuff?
I was just talking to someone about this. I have yet to have like a personal experience with ghosts. And until then, I'm kind of like, I don't really know how much I believe in that kind of stuff. If someone tells me that they had an experience, I'm not gonna be like, psh, it was probably this. I'm like, I know, I think your experience is probably valid and you probably saw something or like really believe that you saw something, and whether or not it was actually there, it's still scary. So like, I wouldn't be like, oh, I'm afraid of ghosts, but also I don't go waltzing around like abandoned buildings. Because I don't want to find out if ghosts are real.
What are the... Hey, I don't believe in ghosts, so I may as well, right?
Yeah, that's kind of what I want to do though. And then, like, even though I've had like an experience something like that before, like I'll say it again. Like I told it in like our dreams episode of the podcast, but like
Oh
yeah, I was like, I woke up and at the foot of my bed there was like a white figure like swiping at me. And that like really freaked me out because it was super realistic and like scared me. But I turned on the light and it like disappeared. And then for a while after that, like I slept with like a little bit like it's not like just enough light so I can like see where in the dark. Because like it freaked me out that much. And then when we moved out of that house, my mom sent a picture of like the stairway, and that stairway went right into my bedroom's open door. And she sent a picture of it to a friend of hers who claims to have a sixth sense, like to see ghosts and the paranormal stuff. And she described what she saw. It was like a white figure, old lady. Like she described the exact same thing as I saw, which freaked me out even more. But like a little bit after that, like I rationalized it and said like, yeah, the movements of the figure were really rigid, were really monotonous and like repetitive. So it's probably just like something in my mind, just like a hallucination or like something, just because I just woke up from like a dream or whatever, and I just probably seeing remnants of that. So now
you're altering your memory, because people have had that where you're like,
I'm not necessarily altering my memory. I'm just looking back at it and thinking my response was emotional rather than rational. So now I look back on it rationally and said, yeah, this is probably just like a remnants of a dream, like whatever. And now I'm like,
saying like, it's like, especially when you talk to the sixth sense person or whatever, when you talk to another person, right, and like it's sort of like your brain like wants to connect the two, so it'll like sort of tailor its memory to make it seem more similar than it is. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like,
I know what you're saying, but I don't think it's doing that. Just like,
oh, okay.
Cause like now, like I actively want to like fuck around with the occult and like spiritual shit, like play Ouija board.
Oh my god, nah, dude.
Charlie.
Dude, I'm not even. Look, I don't believe in ghosts, bro. I'm not messing with some Ouija board, bro. I'm not about that life.
No, I did one when I was in probably like 4th grade with my friend, and I didn't really know how like serious people took them. And I remember her mom being like, I want to call your mom and ask her if it's okay. And I'm like, isn't it a game? Like, what? And then we did it, and we talked to my dead cat, and I had a blast. And I was like, why are people scared of this? And then like I talked about that with like other people later in life, and my friend told me a story about how like her mom did it, and they talked to some ghost that said like her friend was gonna die in a car accident, and then she did. And then it was just, her mom was like, no, like I'm never like letting you ever like even look at one of those things. Like super believes in it. And like I never knew like how much people do not want to fuck with those, because I was like, I just talked to my cat, I had a nice time. I don't know.
Yeah, because I did some research into like that kind of stuff, and apparently like when a ghost is super nice, don't trust it. This is probably just like someone trying to trick you, but whatever. I just want to talk to some demons.
Yeah. I mean, me personally, I think I'm like Amber. Like, I don't really believe in this stuff. But like, if you tell me that you had a ghost story, I think there would be a way to rationalize it. But like,
but like if you
I don't had like I believe you've seen it before.
Yeah.
Like, I believe you saw what you saw. I'm just saying like, maybe it wasn't necessarily a ghost and it was the lighting or or something else affecting it. But like me personally, yeah, I'm still not gonna mess around. Who knows? I mean, it could be right, and if it is, I don't want to find out. Peace. Look, ghosts. Any ghosts out there? That's.
Just listening to the podcast. Hey yo, ghosts. Hey yo, wanna
Yo,
come
I'm
on the
chill,
podcast?
I'm chill.
Hey yo, ghosts, demons. Anyone listen to the podcast? Want to hop on? Talk about us about the afterlife, maybe.
We record a podcast. We bring a Ouija board, and it's just.
Yeah,
try to
like
talk to some
a
ghosts.
Ouija board, like an EMF box. But-
Get like a spirit box.
yeah.
Yeah. Bring all the Ghostbusters equipment. Yeah. But yeah, that's my take on the supernatural. But yeah, I mean the closest thing I've ever gotten to an experience would be probably like it's nighttime and I look and I see like a legit monster kind of like face or something like that, and then I glance back again and it's like disappeared.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever stuff like
It's
that
the
happens to me,
weirdest.
though, I don't assume it's a ghost. I assume it's a real person, which is more scary to me because I know people are real. So when I think like, oh, I see a person, then that freaks me out more than like maybe it's a ghost, because I would rather have a ghost outside than a stranger who I like know for a fact is real.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Whenever like I see something and like out of the corner of my eye and like look at it and disappears, you know, it's just like it's a trick of the mind. It didn't get enough sleep or something. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I've also had like a lucid dream, but like that's not supernatural. So.
Yeah, that's not
For
really
me.
scary. I think. Oh no, because you had.
What do you mean that was not?
No, you
scary?
didn't have a lucid dreams are completely different.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I had sleep paralysis.
That's
That
completely
scares
different.
me.
That's scary. That's scary.
That-
That's completely
okay,
different.
okay,
That's completely
okay,
different
sorry,
from a lucid
sorry.
dream.
Let me. Okay, so this was probably one of my scariest experiences in my life. Oh, scary events. Ooh.
Yeah.
Fears.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh. Okay,
Oh.
we're getting the group. So basically, I already talked about this in the dream podcast, but basically, I had a dream, or I slept and I had a dream, like a lucid dream, and I was basically playing Portal. If you don't know what Portal is, whatever, it doesn't matter.
It's a video
anyway,
game.
I was messing around. Yeah, I was
We're
messing around.
gamers.
Yeah, and then I got stuck somehow in the game, and then I kept like.
Oh, you were
looping
like,
around.
were you in like the portal thing where you go up and down?
Yeah. Exactly, the portal loop, and I dropped my gun so I can, like, and even when I tried to like imagine another thing, like I can't. It was just kind of like out of my control, which is weird. And then I got stuck in this loop, and then I was like, it's fine. I'm in a dream. Like I'll just wake up. So I closed my eyes. I'm like, I'm ready to wake up now. So I closed my eyes. And I can feel myself. This is the scariest part to me. I can feel my like self in the bed. Like I can feel the cover. I can feel like my fingers. I can feel everything. But when I try to move, I just can't move. And then my brother at that same moment was calling my name. Like wake up. And I legit, it was like 10 seconds of me like I couldn't move. And I could hear my brother saying like, Omar, wake up. And then all of a sudden, like, it came back, like, I can move, and then I woke up, and those 10 seconds were probably the longest 10 seconds of my life, bro. Like, that was the scariest feeling. And then after that, I don't know, I freaked out. Like, I didn't really say anything, but in my head, I was really freaked out, and, yeah, because I can't just quit sleeping. So that's the
We're
scariest
done.
part, is like,
No more.
No more
Yeah.
sleep.
So that's the scariest part, is like I can't control it. Like what if it happens again?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's weird. But anyway, that's basically what happened.
Yeah, that's
So,
scary.
Yeah.
I've never had sleep paralysis, but like from what I've heard, it can get even worse than that. Like sometimes that you'll have your eyes open, but you'll still be like dreaming, so you see people like in your own room.
That's what
Yeah,
scares
yeah.
me too. Like the sleep paralysis demon where you like see shit. That's why everyone says like, oh, if you have sleep paralysis, like keep your eyes closed so you don't see anything. And I'm like,
Yeah.
that's terrifying to me. That is
Yeah,
one
yeah,
of my
yeah.
fears.
So I probably had it at the better end of the bargain, because I've heard also other stories like where it's like they, yeah, exactly, like you just described, like they're looking at the roof,
The ceiling?
or something, and they start seeing like weird things happening. Yeah, that's scary to me.
I can, it's like that scares me too. It's like you're like in your bed, you know you're awake, you can't move, but you see like an entity just like walking around your room, interacting with things. You can feel them. Like I've heard people talk about their sleep paralysis. Like they sat at the foot of their bed, and then they could feel the mattress sink with their weight, and that scares me. And it's like it's something you don't know. You don't know what it is. Sometimes it looks grotesque. Sometimes it looks like a stranger. It's crazy.
Yeah. Out of curiosity, have y'all had? Because I think this is along the same theme. Have you guys had any near-death experiences that made you freak out?
Near death.
I wouldn't say call my
think
near
so.
death, but I did tear my ACL a couple years ago, and I can still remember the feeling of it tearing, and it literally sends shivers down my spine because I was playing soccer and I like ran into some girl and I stepped back and my knee went out to the side and I felt it like pop, and then I took another step back and it went to the other side and I felt it pop again, and then I was on the ground. So yeah, I wouldn't. That's not near death, obviously. Like I was fine, but it hurt a lot. So.
I haven't had any near-death experiences. My brother has. Oh,
Really?
Yeah. So I can talk about that for a little bit. So like, we were in Indonesia. We were like at a volcano, and we were like walking around the edge because we could hike up and go around it. But the guardrail was like super low. It was like at my like knee level. And like if like one wrong move and like, you know, you could fall in.
Yeah.
But my brother, I think my dad, like tapped on the shoulder and he had his backpack on, and my brother was like walking behind him, and my dad turned around and the backpack like pushed my brother like down below the railing, and like,
oh my god.
and it was like sliding a little bit, but my dad managed to grab him before he got like out of reach.
Yeah. Dang.
Damn.
Yo.
Yeah, and one
Your
time,
brother can flex now.
No.
I had a near-death experience.
No, and then another time, it was like we were like in a city somewhere, and it was like a busy street, and we were gonna cross it, but my brother wasn't paying attention, so he walked out before us, and there was a bus like going, and it was like really fast. I mean, I grabbed all in the shirt and pulled him back before the bus hit him.
Ooh, hero.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but like I haven't had any near-death experiences. I've had like scary experiences, but they weren't near death, I don't think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I've had like 2 that I can recall,
Yeah.
but like I've already talked about them. Like one was the physics thing. But like that wasn't, that was more funny.
It was like where you
because
got
everyone was,
electrocuted.
yeah, but like that was more funny, I guess, for some reason, because the experience didn't last that long, and like everyone was laughing, so I figured like it wasn't that big of a deal. But like in my head, I was kind of low key freaking out.
Do you remember? Like, never mind. Can you continue?
No. What were you gonna say?
No, I was gonna say, how much? Do you remember how much voltage it was?
Oh, I can look up the it was like, let's see here, like definitely a lot of voltage.
Because it is sometimes suggested that human lethality is most common with alternating current at 100 to 250 volts.
100 to 250.
Isn't that like a
Let me
normal
see if I
outlet?
can find it.
in the
Yeah, it's like an
US?
outlet. Yeah. 100 to 250
Oh.
isn't like an outlet. Yeah. So that's why, when you're sticking your fork in the outlet, that's not a good idea because it can kill you.
Hot tip.
I know, right? Yeah. You got anything?
No.
But do you remember? Do you remember like the
find
range?
specific
Was that?
one.
Was it like above 100 volts?
I don't think so. Maybe. I have to check.
All right, but while you check, I can talk about my scariest experience I've had.
Sure, go for it.
So the scariest experience I've had, I think I've talked about it. Maybe I have, but whatever. But I woke up in the middle of the night, and I started like shaking, like, and I wasn't able to stop. Like I could stop for like a little bit, but then I'd start shaking again, and it was like vibrating. My whole body was, and I thought it was just cold, so I turned off the AC. And it was like Brazil. It was in Brazil, so like it was like summer there. It was like warm. It was under my covers, so that was like warm, but I was still like shaking and shivering. So I was like, okay, let's wait this out, and I just wouldn't stop. And so I was like, okay, let's get up and go to my parents' room because something's happening. So I get up. I start walking to my parents' room, which usually like 10 seconds, but like it was hard to walk because like I was shaking that much. So it took like a minute. So it's like 10 seconds turned into a minute when walking, and then I woke up my mom, and then she got like freaked out, understandably. It's like I was shaking a lot, and then I threw up, and then I stopped shaking.
It was like a demon leaving your body, I'm pretty sure is what you just described. Like, something had to exit you.
No, maybe.
That is scary. I don't have anything close to anything either of y'all are talking about.
I mean, tearing an ACL is pretty scary.
Yeah, I thought I was fine. Actually, I didn't even think I tore it because I walked off the field after that. My first thought after pain was, because you get the adrenaline rush when you get hurt, my coach is coming, stop crying. Don't cry, your coach is coming on the field. So then, and then I walked off and I was like, I'm fine. And then a month later, I had to get knee surgery, so I was not fine. But I don't know, it wasn't shaking uncontrollably.
Yeah, I might have been possessed.
And I also feel like fear for like that kind of stuff comes from, again, like the unknown. Like you don't know why that's happening. When you hurt yourself, you know why. Like you know you got hurt. If you just start shaking and you don't really know what's happening, I feel like that's a lot scarier.
Yeah, exactly.
And what's up, Omar? Did you find the thing?
I did, but like, I
know
don't
it's
think
gonna sound weak.
the number is accurate
What does it
because
say?
I found the exact order.
Yeah.
And the exact order says 400,000 volts.
Damn.
Is that right? What did you stick your?
Because,
what happened?
Because
I've heard this
I don't
story,
think it's
but I
the
don't
volts
remember.
that kills you.
So like, what was it?
Okay.
So we
So here's what happened. It's not. Okay. So I got grounded. I became a part of the current.
Yeah.
So it traveled through me. It didn't shock me.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's what's worse, right? Because it passes through your heart.
Huh?
I thought.
Oh no! If you get shocked, it's more painful, I think.
But I thought it was more lethal when it goes through you, or is it the other way around?
I think it's the other way.
Oh, okay.
Because I think I became part of the circuit because I was touching the metal with both my fingers, so I was like, it was like traveling through me versus like, you know, when you get tased, like it's just one way, which is like towards you. But I think it has more to do with the current than the voltage.
Yeah, I think so. It is.
But I mean, still, like, I highly doubt it was 400,000. I think they just put that for advertising.
And it worked because you bought it.
Yeah, I mean, it did work. So I don't know actually, but that's what it says on Amazon.
Yeah, I don't think it'll probably kill you if you, but it's not voltage that kills you. It's like it's the current.
Yeah, it says in the thing, please be careful. in the description of the product. For current, oh no, that's input current. Okay, never mind. It says 2 to 5 input current, 2 to 5 amps. But anyway, point being is, I messed with a thing, I got grounded, the whole class laughed. Yeah, that was pretty much what happened.
but like we laughed and then we helped you because that's what friends do.
Yeah. I mean, you got. I was told to drink a lot of water after
Yeah,
that
get some
experience.
fluids in you.
Yeah, but yeah. The sad thing is though, like real, like legit, like even the teacher laughed. Like I was shocked. Like the whole class just laughed. I mean, to be fair, I did shriek.
Madly. No, but like I mean, you did get like shocked. So
Yeah,
understandable.
I guess.
By you shrieked.
But yeah, yeah. If you want, you can check out a video of
Yeah, LifeAsOmar has a video talking story time.
No, but yeah. So that's one of my near-death experiences.
Oh, you know what's? Yo, my God! I was thinking about this recently. But you know what's scary? Like, imagine there's someone like watching you or like taking pictures of you without you knowing.
That is very
Like the
scary.
Truman Show.
I don't know about.
I'm
the
thinking
Truman
more like
Show.
a stalker.
They're like a stalker, like that. They're like,
Oh.
and like you don't know that they're there. You just minding your own business, but then they have like pictures of you, like watching everything you do. It's, oh my God.
That would be scary, but like who would want to stalk me though?
When you become
Yeah,
a famous YouTuber, you gotta watch out. All the fangirls.
Yeah, no. That's
you,
okay.
figure out
No,
where
that's a
you live.
legitimate fear of mine. Like no. Like genuinely, that's like one of the reasons I don't want to be famous. Is like, all of that happening to you. Like I don't think it. It's only for like really big celebrities, right? But like still, like it's the fact that like once you're famous, once you're out there, like people wanna like know where you live and like you know, it's kind of that's one of the things that I like makes me freak out sometimes. Is like, I mean, not that I'm gonna be famous, but I'm saying theoretically, if I were to be, that'd be probably one of my biggest fears.
Yeah. Which
Yeah.
I get. And because I mean,
And,
it's like,
like,
your whole sense
yeah.
of privacy, really. It's like your private life is supposed to be for you only, and if there's someone out there who like really wants to like mess with you and like mess with your private life, they have the ability to do that with whatever they have today.
Mm. And also, like, imagine, like, you're gonna mess up. As a human being, you're bound to mess up. So imagine having your mess up broadcasted to thousands of people in which they sit behind their computer and judge you all day. Like, that's
Yeah.
messed up. That's really messed up. Like, I don't know. I just feel like sometimes like some people mess up really big and like they deserve a little bit of the hate they get, and then some people, you know, they do like minor mess ups and like I feel like they get like a lot of like criticism.
It's like you do something out of the norm
And
and,
hate.
then
Yeah. Yeah, all I'm saying is like I think that's the biggest fear about being famous is like dealing
Like
with
being
that,
judged.
having a bunch of eyeballs. Yeah, exactly, being judged. Like I'm already judging myself 24/7. I don't need you to like
Yeah.
judge me as well. Yeah. So yeah, how did we get here?
I don't know, because I was thinking about like I was talking like how like recently I was thinking about like stalkers and stuff and like how that can actually happen.
Yeah. I mean, I'm good. I don't think I'm gonna get a stalker anytime soon. So it's not really something that I've thought about that much. Personally.
Oh my God, have you ever? Okay, so I'm just looking up the scariest thing that can actually happen to you. Have you ever like for no reason, like you're in your bed, you're about to fall asleep, and you just finally get the sensation that you're falling?
Yes. Oh my God. No, it happens to me in dreams. I'll fall in dreams and like, you know, like when you miss a step or something and you kind of get that like
Yeah.
drop in your stomach. I get that while I'm trying to sleep and then it like jolts you awake and it just feels horrible because you're just laying there in bed. But I feel like I fell off. That's always what it is too. I always fell off a step or something stupid. It's not even like a big fall. I just trip. And I feel that drop in my stomach and then you're like awake in bed. I hate that.
For me, it's not. I don't get it when I'm like asleep already. Like it's when I'm like in bed, my eyes are closed, like I'm trying to get to sleep, and then all of a sudden I'm like, like I'm awake, and it's like I fall, but like I'm in bed, I just shake a little bit. Have you ever,
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Have you ever gone?
I guess like for me, it's not really that feeling, but it's more like when you have like a dream about dying, and then you wake up like whilst you're dying. Like I have a very vivid dream of me like drowning one time. Like the dream was ending and I was drowning, and I legit like woke up and I like wasn't breathing. Like I just stopped breathing. That was really scary because I was like, I don't know. I was just
Yeah.
So those are the types of experiences like with dreams that I get scared of. Like when I dream of like death or something.
Oh
It
yeah.
just freaks me out.
It's like dreaming of things that like are super realistic, but could still like, but it can still happen in real life. But like, you know they didn't, but they still like scare you.
Yeah. No, but like also not just that. It's also like the fact that like I stopped breathing in real life.
Oh,
It was
damn.
kind of scary.
No, yeah, that could happen. Like, yeah, imagine you just stop breathing for like a couple seconds. You like can't get your breath in.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. What else?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
What was it? I was gonna say something.
How
How are you? Wait, what are you gonna say?
Go on.
No, you go ahead. It was gonna be a completely different subject.
Same.
Alright.
So
Now, I was gonna say, how are you with scary movies?
I like scary movies, especially because things like It and those kind of movies where it's very fantastical and like jump scary, those don't bother me. I prefer like psychological horror where it's like shit that you could theoretically happen, not like a fake clown that's gonna come and haunt me. That stuff doesn't scare me. It's the stuff that you think could really happen. That's what gets to me. But I love scary movies.
I would say like other than jump scares, I don't really get like scared. Like I like most of the time whenever I watch a horror movie, like I see the actors. Like I see like I think about like how they record this, what kind of makeup are they wearing. I don't know why, but like it's
Like,
because
you
like
can tell it's fake.
sort of. It's just like the plot of the movie is so boring sometimes that like I just pay attention. Like I just think about, I wonder off and think about it.
Yeah.
Or if it's like, I don't know, I just don't get that invested in it that much.
Yeah.
Whenever I watch a horror movie.
Yeah, I personally, I don't. Horror movies don't really do it for me. Like, I don't get scared. I get like tired when I watch horror movies.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like if I'm not like actively like commenting on the movie, I'll probably fall asleep.
Yeah, like I would say like it's fun to like grab a bunch of friends and then make fun of the horror movie. I've done that before. Like that's fun, but like watching the horror movie itself, to be honest, it's not my favorite genre. It's just like, cause like it's like, the plot isn't really like interesting to me, and then on top of that, the whole point is to like scare you or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just.
I like horror movies that aren't like jump scares too, where it's not meant to like. I get so jumpy, anything can scare me. It doesn't need to be a horror movie to scare me. You could be standing next to me and grab me all of a sudden and I would probably lose it. But like Midsummer, there's no like jump scares in that, but it's the psychological like breakdown of like her relationship and stuff like that where I like get so invested and it's so interesting to me. I think y'all just need to see better scary movies
I watched
because there's such
Hereditary.
good plot lines. Okay, that was at like 3 a.m. and I can't believe you slept through Hereditary because that is one of my favorite movies. But because that plot line is great. This girl's getting her head bashed in and Rad's like falling asleep.
Rockabye baby.
Music to my ears.
But yeah, I think that was because it was late. But I don't know, I get very invested in horror movies because some of them do have good plots. You just can't watch the like old corny ones.
But some of the old ones are like good though. Like cult classics.
Those ones I like because they're so like bad that they're good, or like they're so bad that it's funny, or you can very clearly tell like the monsters look stupid or whatever. Like then you can enjoy it for it being dumb.
Yeah, I guess. But like, I don't really get scared of like horror movies per se. Like, oh no, I guess is Saw a horror movie?
I would
It's, yeah, Saw is somewhere.
Okay, yeah, no, but like that kind of stuff scares me more than like ghosts and like Hereditary, because like it's very like grotesque. It's just like it's very like realistic in how it's like portrays its torture. With like being thrown in like a needle pit and seeing the needle stuck in like a person, like seeing like hands getting like cut up by a buzzsaw, but like realistic.
Yeah,
and you can like I can feel, and that like freaks me out more than like a more classic horror movie.
And that's why I don't want to be a doctor. No, but yeah, like I agree with Rad, like the blood and stuff in like horror movies.
But only if it's executed well.
That grosses me out. Maybe not afraid. Maybe it makes me a little afraid, but
makes
like,
me uncomfortable.
It just grosses me out. Yeah, exactly, uncomfortable.
Well, that's the point. It's not meant to be like, haha, look. It's meant to push you that way.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. But I don't know. I guess like, yeah. I just horror movies are just not my forte. But yeah.
No, yeah. Have you ever like thought about how at any moment you can just be like kidnapped?
My mom was like,
Where
I'm gonna make you girls watch.
From?
My mom wanted me and my sisters to watch Taken when we first moved here because it's about girls getting like kidnapped and sold into like sex trafficking. And I was like, no thanks, Mom. I'll just carry like pepper spray with me or something. Or like when I first started taking the metro home at night, my mom's like, you should take mace. I'm like, if someone wants to kidnap me, I think they're probably gonna be able to do it. Like I don't think mace is going to help me because I'll probably be too flustered to do anything. So like kidnapping kind of scares me. Do you ever think that you're being followed? I think this is more of a girl thing, but
Yeah,
I
no, I've
literally
heard
all the
about that.
time think that I'm being followed constantly. And maybe it's me being paranoid or something, but anytime, like especially when I'm biking, if like a guy is behind me and I'm taking like turns and they're behind me, I'm immediately like, this man is following me. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna get kidnapped. Like I think that very consistently.
No, because I've heard that with like girls especially, they think that a lot, and it's sad to see, really.
Yeah.
Just that I don't know. It's like a society.
Yeah.
Pretty much. I mean, yeah, because like, yeah, it's just the way society is. I don't know how to explain it.
But have either of you ever felt like you're being followed by
No,
someone?
yeah, no, yeah,
Like,
I have.
been scared that
I
you
have.
think you're being followed?
No, yeah, I've been walking around like a city at night, for example, and like there's someone like a couple meters behind me walking the same direction. I take a turn, they take the same turn, and like this guy definitely knows what's up. Like, okay, I swear if he comes close to me and it's touches me anywhere, I am going to swing. And like
It's on sight.
It's on sight.
Taps you on the shoulder. Bow.
He's like, excuse me, sir, do you know where Brad's just swinging?
Yeah, exactly.
No, yeah, but like if they want to ask me something, I hope they call out to me first before touching me.
Yeah, don't touch people on the street that you don't know, please.
Especially at night.
Oh yeah, especially at night. Oh, yeah. No, I mean, to be honest, I don't go out like at night walking or anything.
It doesn't have to be night for me. Like,
Yeah.
anytime. I feel like I'm
Yeah,
being
see,
followed.
I don't know. I guess like, I don't know. I think with guys, we're fortunate enough to not have that feeling as much. Like, typically I don't have that feeling at all. I do when it's nighttime, because then, like, a little bit, because then, like, I feel like, because, like, during the daytime, I feel like, oh, there are people around that, you know, that can see if something happens, but, like, at nighttime, like, it's less, like, I could just, it's like less people can know where I am, so basically, like, I'm more at risk, I guess. But yeah, I don't know, I just don't think about it that much, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, if you ever just want to like know for sure if someone's following you, take 4 left turns, is what I've been told.
Yeah, because then that's a circle. And then why would they be going in a circle? Or they think you're lost and stupid, and they're like, why is this idiot going in a circle?
No, yeah, but if they think we're lost and stupid, why not call out to us before?
Yeah, exactly. They would, yeah. Anyway, yeah, like if they're just following you after 4 left turns, it's kind of creepy. Unless they're your friend, they're trying to reach out.
Yeah, and they're like your friend, they're fucking with you.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I was about to say that would be a good prank, but no, it would not.
Yeah.
They would see you. They would turn around and be like, Omar, what the hell
No,
are
if you
you
wear
doing?
like a trench coat.
Yeah, put up your hood and you have the mask on.
Yeah.
Because like it's like there's like a commonly accepted thing that can hide your identity nowadays.
True, if you have a mask on and glasses, you're hidden.
Exactly. But yeah, I mean, yeah, don't really think about it that much.
Yeah. No, but like there's another thing that like can happen to anyone really. It's like imagine that like someone breaks into your house while you're in the house.
No, I don't want to think about that, or else I will not sleep tonight. I hate that. Whenever I'm home alone, the slightest sound, I'm like, nope, there's a person and I'm gonna die. I have 2 dogs, and I just pray that the dogs would help me. I'm not sure how helpful they would be. I think they would just bark and be annoying, but not actually do anything. But that does scare me.
Yeah.
The thought of someone like breaking in and entering while I'm home.
Yeah.
Ooh.
What's up?
I think if I've ever had that thought, like my mind switches from like what do you think about like when you're like home alone and like that type of feel? Because like I feel like my gut instinct is like I want to find this person so we can square up. What's this guy trying to do?
Well, here's the thing. So I grabbed the nearest object to me that can serve as a weapon, and if I were to be in my room, which I probably would be with baseball bat, then I'd hide and just try it. Like I'd call my parents and then say like, "Are you guys home right now? Cause like, did you guys arrive and did not tell me?" And if they say like no, and I like can clearly hear someone in the house, I'll call the police and like hide.
Yeah. I don't know. I just haven't. I'm fortunate enough to not have that many experiences. But yeah. Are you guys like? I was gonna switch the topic. If
Yeah, go for it.
Are you guys afraid of the dark?
No, not now.
Not necessarily. If I'm outside, like walking home, I prefer it to not be dark. But it wouldn't stop me where I'm like too afraid to go out because it's dark.
Yeah. No,
like.
What do you mean?
Sorry.
Like in my bedroom, like I need a nightlight, kind of afraid of the dark. No.
No. Like you go down for midnight snack, and like you have to close your lights on the way back, and you have to close. So you have to.
Oh, you have to run up the stairs before the demon catches you.
Yeah.
No.
I don't. If I'm
I
in my
don't
house,
do that
I'm okay.
for sure, guys.
I don't do
Okay.
that either. I don't run up the stairs. No, like I not anymore. I like stopped doing that. I did that I did do that usually, but now whenever I go back and get a snack, I don't want to spill the snack, so I like take my time.
I mean, I don't do it anymore, but I feel like eerily uncomfortable.
No,
I don't know.
When I was little, we had a basement, and you had to turn off the basement lights from the bottom of the steps and then go up the steps, and I think that would still scare me, and I would still sprint up those steps.
Not a basement.
No, my basement was scary too. It wasn't finished, so it's like concrete floors. It's cold and like kind of damp, and just not a place you want to be in the dark. So I think that would still scare me, and I would still run up those steps if it was dark.
Yeah, no, basements are no-go. I don't know if it's horror movies that made me like this. That's just anything with a basement.
I mean, I'd love to have a basement as long as like if it's like decked out and like nice looking.
When they're nice, it's fun, but when it's my scary basement that's flooded multiple times and is kind of gross, like no, I don't want to be down there.
And it's low-key haunted.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but yeah, with the dark, I like going out at night. I think it's pretty vibey as long as you're like, but if as long as you're alone, or like with friends,
What do you mean as long as you're alone?
or with
Or
because
with
like for
friends?
example, like if I'm biking home like at night and it's like dark, like it's pretty vibey. But then like what if you bike past like a group of people that like are standing like under a bridge or something, like go under like a pass where you have to pass by with your
Oh.
bike.
Yeah.
Like that's like sketchy, and there like I'm there, I'm like wary. Like if I have to bike past a bunch of teenagers in puffer jackets under a bridge,
No, thank
I'm-
you.
I'm gonna keep my eye on them.
I see you guys. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, otherwise though, cause like for example, if I'm like, but that's only like if I'm biking or like I'm walking at night. If I'm like driving at night, that's completely different.
Because you're in the safety of your car.
Yeah, exactly.
If you're biking or if you're walking, you're like out and about and a lot more vulnerable.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Indeed.
I have another experience I can talk about.
Yeah, go for it.
But this one's not that scary. It was more like it was scary for my dad, I guess.
Uh-huh.
But basically what happened was me and my brothers, and so it was me, my brother, the oldest one after me, and a friend of mine. We were all pretty young at the time. We were chilling in the waters. We were at a beach, right? And we were, talking in the water, whatever, right? And our dad says, "Stay by the shore," okay?
Uh-huh.
Because he's afraid, like, he doesn't want us to because he noticed we kept, like, every time we sat and talked, we noticed we'd shift a few
Yeah.
few feet or a few.
Oh, the
you know.
rip.
Yeah. So one time, we started talking, and our dad stopped, like, looking. He was, like, talking to his friends or whatever. And then we were like super deep in the water. Like we looked at each other, and we all of a sudden realized we were super deep in the water. And then our dad immediately, like, ran and swam inside, like, because he noticed we were already super deep. And he was like, what are you guys doing or whatever. And then it was weird because so basically the current or whatever was going against the thing, and our feet at the time, our feet couldn't touch the ground. Like, even our dad, we were so deep in that our dad couldn't touch the ground. And so our dad tried swimming back against the current. Like, he took the youngest brother. He was like, "I'll go with the youngest with my brother." And then he said to me and my friend to go just figure it out, right? Because he was like, I can't take care of all of you. Like I'm gonna go get your younger brother. You're a professional swimmer, bro. Just, you got this. So he took my brother, and he went against the current, which
Which
is
is
like,
not what you're supposed to do.
That's what you're supposed to go with
Yeah.
that.
yeah. So he went against, and like he was like barely trying to like he was barely like being able to swim because the current was that strong. And like I don't know, like I was fairly young at the time, so I don't know how this happened, but like apparently I went inside the water and I was thinking, and I just decided to swim, like, not against the current, not with the current, but like in a direction like outside of the current. Like, I don't know why, but like that's what I thought of at the time. I don't think I was that young, but like, anyway. So I swam with my friend. I was like, let's go this way, actually, because we were gonna start swimming after our dad, but we said let's go this way. And we swam towards the rocks. There's like a rocky area by the beach.
Yeah.
We swam towards that, and then we were able to make it out. All was good. And then we saw our dad like still struggling. But like he eventually made it out. And he when he retells the story, he says like that, like he was literally on his like last like breath, like because he kept pushing our brother forward, but then he all of a sudden felt the sand like on his toes, and he was like, "Yes, I finally made it." But yeah. But anyway, that was also another like quote unquote near death. I mean, it really wasn't that bad, but when my dad tells it, like apparently that was one of his scariest moments because he felt like, oh my god, like,
Yeah.
you know, because imagine like, you know, you're struggling to like move your like your small son, and you're not even thinking about your like you're not sure about, you know. Because when he looked back, he didn't see us, so he's afraid. Like, where did he go? Anyway.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember what I wanted to say before about like one of my biggest fears.
Yeah.
Like getting into a coma but still being awake.
Is that a thing?
Ooh.
Yeah,
Like where you're
it's-
aware?
But you're aware of everything around. You can hear everything, and you're like you can't move.
Really?
Your eyes are still closed, but like you can't move. You can hear everything that's happening around you. You can like you're.
Wait, has that actually
it's happened to people, and like a couple people. Like I
though?
remember
For like days?
years.
No, absolutely not. I would be like, oh god, because you can't even
I'd
do
just
anything.
quit, bro.
You
I'd
can't
just
even do
quit.
You
anything.
can't
Oh wait,
talk.
you can't even say.
Yeah, you
You
can't
can't
say.
say
Yeah,
like.
you can't talk. You can't. But you can just have to listen to everything that's said around you.
Ugh,
Yeah, I know.
no.
And the thing that I read, it was just like he heard his mom. He was like in a coma. The guy that I read a story about, he heard his mom say to him in his coma that she wishes that he would just die. And just like
That's horrible.
that's horrible. And like imagine hearing that like in a coma, and like you can't move. You're just listening to everything around you. And you're just
Yo, that's so messed up.
I wouldn't
Like,
want to hear
that's so
anything that people had to
messed
say to me, even if it was positive and they like pitied me. That would make me feel horrible too.
yeah.
Like I was not as bad as knowing my
Exactly.
mother wanted me to die, but you know, like it still just doesn't feel good. Ugh, no. I
Yo,
don't
if
wanna
I
think about
ever-
that.
It's the fact that you can't do anything.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the scariest part.
If I ever get into a coma, just talk to me and play new music for me that you found. So I can-
Hey, Rad.
Yeah. Keep the vibes on. Like if I'm gonna be stuck here for a while, bro, so I want some beats.
yeah, just like play something.
Yeah.
But like if you're like but like that, like you're just stuck with whatever you're hearing and what's going on in your mind. You're stuck with yourself and your mind.
That's crazy.
God no. Oh.
Like sometimes I've had like, you know, like I've stayed with myself and my thoughts or whatever, but that not for years, dude. That's
And you can move and like have function
yeah, I can
over
move and
things.
interact exactly. And if I get like what are you supposed to do? Like what if you
Well, you
Sing
can't
songs
just
in
do
your head.
anything. Yeah, you have to like entertain
games in
yourself
your
in your head
head.
so you don't go
Pull
insane.
a Queen's Gambit.
yeah, like
start
what if
playing
you get
chess.
bored? Like
Yeah.
You can't do anything about it.
like I'm sure though, like time passes faster, right?
No, not like if you're aware of everything, time should pass like normal.
I feel like it'd be slower
feel-
if you were aware
Yeah.
of everything and you just have to sit there and. And do you sleep? How do you
No,
sleep?
because like
I don't-
that's what
yeah,
I'm
I don't
saying.
know about
Like,
that.
is it majority of it sleep? Like, is it like are you only awake for like few like brief moments?
Yeah,
is
I
my
don't know- I
question.
don't know
Or is
about-
it like you're fully aware?
Just like
Because if that's the
imagine
case,
it's like
then
your
that's
just like your
insane.
daily cycle. Like you're awake.
No,
for a
like
time.
I wouldn't be able to like. I don't
think I
know.
would
like I
snap.
can't do anything. I'd
I'd go
snap
insane.
legit.
Like mentally, you would snap and like die or like.
Like
come
even
out of
if
the
I'm
coma or
alive
something.
after that point, I'd be afraid to like sleep or do anything. Like
Yeah, and especially if just like
that's-
people that you hear that you like heard and they're like talking, like they're saying terrible things and like wishing terrible things for you. Like you wouldn't be able to like look at them in the face ever again.
I'm just imagining the 10-second sleep paralysis I had just prolonged. That's I'd actually cry, bro.
Like you can't.
Cry internally, internally cry. Thought my thoughts. Dude, I don't know. That's crazy.
Yeah. Damn. Well, on that note, I think it's about time we end this.
Indeed.
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 Indubitably.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, thank you guys so much for listening to this episode of the Unknown Podcast. I was your if you listen to this on Spotify, please follow and share, because hey, sharing is caring, and if you don't care, then
don't share. Share anyway.
Share anyways. Because if you don't share, come on now, you're probably gonna go into a coma. But
whoa.
Now we're threatening people.
if you don't,
Yo, Rat's about to go swing.
if you don't share, I'm gonna steal your mattress. Get fucked. Anyways, if you're listening to YouTube, please like, subscribe, hit that bell for notifications. You know, we're YouTubers. I was your host, Rad. I was known as Manny Wheeler, Randy is creative. You know the gist. Joined, as most times, by my co-host, LifeAsOmar.
Your captain is setting sail.
Are we still doing the
and
pirate thing? Is that what
Yeah,
this is?
R.
Yar.
Yeah, see, full circle, first circle.
Remember you the captain.
What's your pirate's favorite letter? R.
All right, moving on. Thank you so much, Amber, for joining us.
I don't have a pirate thing to say. Thank you.
Yar har har.
Ahoy! No.
Ahoy is hello. What's opposite ahoy?
Yoha.
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 What actually, now I'm curious.
Oh,
Next week's
Farewell.
podcast is about pirates.
Pirates. Yardy har har.
Ooh, that sounds right.
But this is like a, my god. All right. Anyways, thank you guys so much for listening again, and fair winds to ye. Goodbye.